Hey, what's up, fam? I want to welcome y'all to Daddy Cooks. This is my second video, and today I have my big sis over. She trying to teach me how to cook some Mostaccioli, and I'm gonna go ahead and pass it over to her. This is Gina. This is my love. And again, I'm gonna pass this over to her and go ahead and let her know what ingredients we're gonna be adding into this scrumptious, tasty Mostaccioli.
Yes, hello everybody. I'm Big Sis. Today I'm gonna do a Mostaccioli, but I'm gonna use something different. Instead of the Mostaccioli noodles, it's penne rigate, which is whole wheat, which is a little healthier.
Yeah.
I have lean ground beef, and that's still flavorful. And I have my vegetables, which is just onions and green peppers, simple. I do have 3 cheeses, and you can choose whatever cheeses that you want to mix with your Mostaccioli. I do use garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, and just simple parsley, a little salt and pepper. But you don't have to use the salt. You can use seasoned salt, sea salt, just whatever it takes to make it flavorful for you. So what I have now, I have my water boiling already, and I'm gonna put a little salt, and that seasons the noodles. So now I can put my noodles in right now because the water is hot enough.
So why do you put the salt in?
It seasons the noodles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we can put about just this much in this pot. I'm not making the big pans that I'm used to making.
Okay.
And then this is already hot right here. And what I do like to do before I cook my ground beef, I like to cook my vegetables first. And so I put this in a little vegetable oil, olive oil, butter, anything you want to use will be perfect.
Okay, about how much of onions did you and bell peppers did you use?
This was a half a bell pepper.
Okay.
And this was like about less half of an onion that I use because I'm just doing a smaller.
Oh, you need a wooden,
Yeah.
just a wooden thing. I think it's down there.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
That was
Good shot. So we just let these wilt. And a lot of people don't know when you're cooking these vegetables like this, you want to season these vegetables also.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is, like I said, it doesn't have to be perfectly salt. It can be anything. Mrs. Dash. I just put a little bit of that and some black pepper.
Okay. So is that adding like a layer of flavors to it?
Yes, it does. What it is when you're cooking your Mostaccioli and your ground beef, you have this vegetable in there. You don't have a raw taste of a vegetable, and it will sit down, so you're just not eating raw onions and raw green peppers.
Okay.
So, and we'll let that cook. And then, about now, I think I can add my ground beef. Okay, as you can see, the vegetables, the green onions and onions are wilted. So now what we're going to do, because you don't want to caramelize this, you want to just add your lean ground beef or chuck meat or whatever meat you want to use, and you can just basically just put it in there like this. And then you can just chop it around so it can just cook slowly and goodly with the other vegetables. And this is going to give it a lot of flavor. And I usually don't start seasoning this until the meat is almost brown. And we're going to let that brown up. Okay, and we're back to the wheat noodles that I'm using. And we're just stirring it around. I did add a little vegetable oil that keeps it from sticking, but you constantly want to stir to make sure they don't stick together from the bottom of the pan and also to themselves. So they're still cooking, and once they get to a boil, then they'll be ready to go. Okay, this is how it looks when it's done. Basically, there's no certain time to this, just as long as it's brown. And then I also already added my seasonings, and that's actually to your tasting. And you can use less salt, however you want it, more salt, pepper, and the garlic powder. It's like half a teaspoon to your meat because the cheese is going to add a lot of flavor.
Salt to it.
And there's a lot of salt to it.
Yeah.
So, not too much salt, ladies and gentlemen.
So what do you think about half a teaspoon of salt?
Half a teaspoon of salt.
Okay. And
Yeah,
what else did you add into that? Onion powder?
Yes, I had onion powder, garlic powder. I had paprika.
Okay.
And also had black pepper.
Okay. Looking good. Looking good. We're going to be eating some Mostaccioli.
Okay, the noodles are ready to go. So what I'm going to do is drain the water off the noodles. But and back to the meat also.
Okay.
You also need to drain your meat after it's cooked from the grease before you add your seasonings.
Oh, yeah.
So make sure the grease, butter, or whatever you use is off of there. And you just have your ground beef. So now we're going to drain the noodles.
Alrighty then, looking good.
Noodles are drained, and now I'm adding it to the ground beef. And you want to make sure you have a big enough pot for this. And what I'm going to do is stir this around just a little bit. And kind of blend the ground beef in with the noodles. And also I'm getting ready to add the sauce. And some people can season their sauce in another pot. I like to just add it in and season it as I go. So here goes the sauce. And whatever sauce you like, homemade sauce, jar sauce, still all good. Okay, and now we're going to just blend this up together. And I'll show you how to pot it up and put it in the oven. Right now I'm just stirring up and blending in all the flavors, the meat, the sauce, and the pasta all together with the vegetables. Okay, now we're going to pan this to put in the oven. I'm going to put sauce instead of any olive oil. I like to put sauce at the bottom of my pan. And then we spread that around. And we're going to layer this. Okay, now we're going to pan the Mostaccioli. And I'm just going to scoop a little bit at a time. And what we're going to do here
Yummy.
is layer this. So we're going to put out a layer right here. And then we can put out the cheese right here. And like I said, you can use any type of cheese on each layer. And that's what we're going to do. So put the pasta in, cheese pasta till it's full. And add a little parsley flakes on top. And it's good to go in the oven. Alrighty, now we got this all ready to go in the oven. I sprinkled a little parsley and paprika on top. Now I'm going to foil it up, put a pan underneath it, and stick it in the oven. And we're ready for some yum goodness.
Yum, 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 yum,
Okay,
yum,
I
yum.
wrapped this up. I put it on 350. It's ready to go in the oven for 20 to 30 minutes because this is basically already cooked. And you want your noodles al dente, so they're going to go in the oven, and that's it.
Okay, people. After about 30 minutes, this is what this scrumptious baked Mostaccioli is looking like that my big sis made. Man, I wanted to curse, but this looks so great. You can see the cheese melted on top. You can see the parsley flakes, and you can see that she put the paprika on top. Everything is looking so good. So we're gonna plate this. We're gonna do a taste test on this. I have to, cause this looks so good and cheesy. Get back at your boy. All right. Okay, let's take a scoop into this cheesy, good stuff. Mostaccioli. Mostaccioli. Looks very good. We're gonna tear this up. Again, y'all, I want y'all to support, like, subscribe. We appreciate y'all for taking y'all time out for doing another cooking video. And we'll see you on the next video. Peace.